All right, now I want to talk about the president. President Trump appeared to once again threaten sending troops to Chicago for widespread immigration and crime crackdown, similar to that seen in Los Angeles when the National Guard recently was deployed there. I have been hearing all of the pundits pushing back on the president for doing this. And even so much as kind of saying, if you're a police officer, you should feel pretty bad right now because the president doesn't believe in you. And I heard that from Bill Maher. Bill Maher is one of the most incredibly known pundits in the world of politics and doing what he has been doing for decades on HBO. And I am a fan, right? But I just want to have a chance to counter what he had to say. I think that police officers are highly underrated and not appreciated and has nothing to do with the president, but it has everything to do with the people of the United States of America. If they respected them, they wouldn't be using their phones at a arrest or a crime scene, trying to flip it in many cases to make the men and women of the law enforcement in this country look bad. And because of governments and other administrations, and not this one, where they didn't really take the time to appreciate the men and women of law enforcement, the defunding of police became an epidemic in this country, and we're feeling it everywhere. And so much so that it's been a tough road for everybody of law enforcement. Nobody seems to want to buy into becoming a future member of law enforcement. So with all due respect to Mr. Maher, who, again, I have a lot of respect for and will have a career that I will never even come close to, I think the president is doing this because he cares about law enforcement. He wants to protect them. He wants to give them an opportunity to have a fair fight and to fight back. Because when you look at the numbers of crime and the criminal element in and around the country from sea to shining sea, the average law-abiding citizen and members of law enforcement are being outnumbered and outgunned. So, if the only way to curtail it and make the streets safe again, not just for the citizenship of some of the major cities in this country, but definitely for members of law enforcement. One thing about President Donald Trump, whether it was that first term years ago or where he is now, no one has shown more respect for the men and women in uniform, whether it be in our military or those fighting to, well, serve and protect us every day from the criminal element, meaning law enforcement. So this is one person that simply says, I understand why the president's doing it, and we may be seeing more of it. And those boots on the ground could actually end up in Pittsburgh one day. And I can tell you, if they do, from Stanwyck Street to Penn Avenue to Liberty Avenue, from the south side to the north side to the Hill District, and everywhere in between, people in Pittsburgh will feel a whole lot safer because somebody will have their back. And I believe no one will feel more safe than the men and women of the incredible Pittsburgh Police Department who need us to support and praise them.